Hello, let's do our little test. Yes, we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to FRL F2. It's season 10, it's round 6, and let me tell you something, it is going to be a very, let's say, exciting Grand Prix. Not in terms of overtaking, but of course, in terms of chaos. It's the Monaco Grand Prix. Um, my name is Yuri. Uh, we I will be joined in a few minutes by my co-commentator, who is in a bit of, I believe, a traffic jam, so he will be joining in a few minutes. As we see SPS Leighton already joining, a lot of people. We have a full grid. We have a full grid today in F2. I mean, in Monaco F2, nobody could predicted it, but yeah. Um, if we just go to the standings, of course, the last race winner was of course Arno. Um, yeah, he scored, of course, those a very no wait yes Arno. So he scored an important 25 points. He's right now P5 in championship, but the championship leader who had who was a very consistent uh, yeah, he has a very consistent season so far, besides Canada, where he finished in P13. It's F1 Rodders, of course, the already FRL champion, hunting down another championship. He has 82 points, ahead of David with 77 points. He also has a very decent season, top fives, uh, 4 podiums, one fifth place. So yeah, that's very consistent, very good for him. And then in P3 we have Pepijn, who won the Spanish Grand Prix, and yeah, he also scored points every race. And going further is Ivo then in P4, with Arno in P5, Zero in P6, Atsak P7, Watermelon P8, me in P9, but of course I have been switched to the F4. um, Charlie in P10, and Bulow in P11, Pelly P12, Marine P13, Bunty P14, Niels P15, K 16, Yuri 7, other Yuri 17, and Ryan 18, and Scar 19, and that's your point scorers of the season. I believe everyone is here on time. That's good to see. I see Neil saying ready up, ready up. I don't know if we can ready up yet. Let's see. I think um iedereen. Why do I? Okay, everyone is here, so I just need. We are still waiting. My co-commentator will be a bit late, but already informed you. He is typing. Let's see. Are we going to ready up? Yes, we are going to ready up for the Monaco Grand Prix. Everything, I think the settings are all fine. So yeah, let's hope we don't have a restart. Of course, yesterday in F4 there was, I believe, also in F3 there was, of course, the Monaco safety car glitch. So we could expect another glitch today here in F2, which means you don't want to underfield the car, of course. Many people will do it, but it will be the biggest mistake of their life. Oh, as we have a dry quali for now, let me just fix one thing. Me 1 second, something with the broadcasting. Okay, now we are fine. So I think we are still waiting for a few people to go ready up. Last week we had the same that it. Thought I heard the clock now. Is this a glitch or are we just waiting for a few people? Yes, okay, so it's a dry qualifying. It's a dry qualifying. Of course, yesterday F4 and F3 had full wet qualifying. Um, it will be, I guess the qualifying will be more. Oh wait, 1 sec. People are okay. Yeah, people are screaming outside my door. It will be more exciting probably than the than the race. But Sandy Crip, first one out on circuit. I believe he is. He could be a full-time driver, but I believe he is reserving. But he is the first one out on track, the Alfa Romeo, and the two Aston Martins who are almost going side by side. I thought they were. That was really weird. Yeah, so let's just go on board with Standing Crip. Of course, his debut race in FRL. I know him, of course, a few other leagues, but yeah, he could be quick. We don't know his pace, of course, on the circuit, but yeah, let's see what he can produce on his banker lap. Because you have that loads of fuel. As we see a yellow flag, that is already see a front wing. That's I believe Charlie. No, it's a Williams. I believe it's Will without a front wing. But let's go on board with Standing Crip. He is going to start this lap, and here he goes. So first, of course, the straight, the only place you have DRS into Sandefjord. He has a bit of traffic there. He takes Sandefjord pretty nicely. Pretty nice up in Beaurivage. We see a few yellow flags, of course, people backing up. This is looking like a pretty clean sector 1. It's an 18.6, so that's not bad for her. Oh, as he hits the wall. He clips the wall on the inside. But it is for going clean for now. He doesn't have any problems with the traffic, so that's of course good for him. Into the tunnel and then into the Neufeld chicane. Easy to invalidate. He takes it very nice with a very good exit into Tabak. Of course, very tricky corner. You can easily hit the wall going wide there into the swimming pool section. This is looking like a pretty good banker lap. Let's see what he is going to do. The round last corner. This could be a 110. This is a 110. It's a 110.3, so that's a very good banker lap by the Alfa Romeo man. The Ferrari he's going on an outlet. Then of course the two Aston Martins. If it's Niels going to be to Scar. 112.0. So that bank lap from Standing Crip was pretty good. Alfa Romeo right now a 1-2. So that's very good for them. We see the Haas of K going around the last corner. It's a 112.0. So yeah, that 110.3. It's a very good banker lap. Then we see Charlie to the line, Bunty also 111.3, both very close to each other. Also Arno with Charlie, but yeah, it's not looking very close. We see a few Red Bulls. It's Ivo. Let's see what can he do. Can he maybe get close to the time of standing Crip? It's a 10-7, so that's P2 for him. Watermelon, I think he made a mistake. Is it then David Davdenko? Oh, a few guys maybe made a mistake, maybe got held up, but yeah, it's not the best lap, of course, on 121 when 22-1. But yeah, standing Crip on top with a 110.3. It's a very good lap. Then Gabi 2P13 also made a mistake. We see the McLaren of Leighton. It's P6 for him. So that are the first few laps. Then K is not on a lap. We see an Alpine in the last sector. Is Arno retired in the pit lane? Yeah, Arno retired in the pit lane. So is anyone? Will Surtees. Let's go on board them with Will for a lap. Into turn 1. Locking up a bit, but still getting a clean run into Bovage. Well, it's easy to clip the wall there if you run wide. Sector 1. It's looking pretty okay. It's purple sector 1. I don't know if that's true, but it's an 18.8. Into the hairpin. And yeah, it's looking very good. It's always he slides off the exit, so that loses him a lot of time. Into the Nouvelle chicane, locking up. He locks up a lot, but of course you want to brake. Then sometimes you need to lock up. As my co-commentator Nick is here. Yeah, if you can just check it, I believe you can join. I believe I sent an invite, so okay. Let's see who's on the lap. It's Pepijn on the lap, the AlphaTauri, who has won, of course, the Spanish Grand Prix a few weeks ago. One of the faster guys in F2. Into the Nouvelle chicane, then taking it very clean into Tabak, and this is looking like a very good lap. It's a 51.9, so this could maybe beat the time of standing Crip. Let's see. Into Raskas, it is looking clean. Arno has joined the lobby again, and is this? Oh, this is a very good lap by Pepijn. It's a 110.0. It's a banker from Pepijn, 3.5 tenths almost off of standing Crip. So yeah, a very good banker lap by Pepijn. And is somebody else then on a lap? I believe standing Crip is starting his lap, the man in P2. So let's go on board and with him. Can he do anything against the time of Pepijn? First corner. One sec. People are screaming. Wait. Okay. So weird. They cannot hear you. You have the settings. Okay, wait one sec then. Also see a yellow flag. Oh, that's Yuri. Yuri who crashed out, and that's on the racing line. So standing Crip is not happy with that. It's a 51.8. He's improving almost 3 tenths. So if he nails this last sector, this could be a very good lap time for him. The man in P2, what can he produce round the last corner? And this is going to be a very good lap then. It's going to be the first 109. It is going to be the first one. No, it's not, but it is professional pole position by 6 thousandths of a second. It's a 110.005. So very good lap by him. We see the McLaren of SPS later go, he went 1.5 tenths faster. We see the Mercedes of Bulow going to P15. The Haas then, what can, let's see, it's KK to the line, has an invalidation. The next one is the Red Bull of Watermelon. He also had a very good lap, I believe. Is anyone on a lap? It's Niels. Yeah, Bunty to the line. He is on a lap 1:11.3, improving only with attempts to P5. So good job by him. Is then the Red Bull on a lap? He's improving almost 4 tenths. This could be a very good lap by Ivo. It's 4 tenths improvement to 1:10.3. Yeah, not that bad. Yeah. Yeah, I just tried to fix the. I hope they can hear you. Can they hear you? I don't know. But I will just try and fix it when the qualifying is over. But as you said, Charlie on the lap into the Nouvelle chicane, and he takes it pretty nice. It's a 51, 52.7. I believe that's not a purple sector 2, but a 1.5 tenths improvement. This is good. Oh, I see it, the wall in Roscos. Oh, and into the pits. Yeah. Let's see then. I believe it's Niels. No. Oh, the man in P2. The man in P2 is on a lap. And the AlphaTauri Pepijn, what can he do? Is it going to be pole position for now? It's a professional pole position, and that's a very good lap. So, wow. Oh. Standing grip. He improved. No, he is on the lap. Let's go on board them with the man in P2. Of course, Kenny. I mean, it's almost the top two guys who are really battling each other for now. Then for the pole position, very important, probably the most important pole position of this season. He isn't improving. He's almost down 1/10. So it's not looking good for him now. Oh. His teammate goes to P4. Arno in the Alfa Romeo. Yeah, yeah, very good lap by him. Yeah. Oh, let's see, it's the wall. Yeah. And into the pits he goes. Bulow has an invalidation, and I believe no one is on a lap now. So yeah. So yeah, of course, I believe the minimum in Monaco is 4.9 fuel, so you can do those 2 laps with a cooldown lap, as you said. But wait, let me try to. I can try to fix the settings maybe right now, as everyone is in the pits, of course. Oh, my controller disconnected. Very good. Okay, we are back. We just try and fix it real quick. You know what? I will fix it later. Let's go on board with watermelon. Into center pot. Take it very clean. Up in Beaufort, of course. Easy to hit the outer wall if you go a bit wide. It looks like a pretty good sector 1. No, he's actually 31 thousandths of a second down this time, so he can do another lap, of course, but is he backing? No, I thought he was backing off, but he's still on his lap. Then into tunnel, and then of course easy to invalidate the Nouvelle chicane, and he takes it. Yeah, and as I said, easy to invalidate. Watermelon invalidates it, but of course he has the of course enough fuel to burn and do another lap. And then Bunty on the lap. He improved or not? No, he did not. He is on the lap now.
Just unplugged and replugged my mic, so hopefully these guys can hear me now. I hope.
Let's hope.
Yes. I have also checked the settings and I am allowed to share, so shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Yeah, maybe it's something with my setting, but I don't know if there is even a setting about that. Standing grip. You crash. Oh, there's a Haas. Oof. And let's go on board with Niels. What happened here? Oh
wow.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Niels.
If this was real life, it would be an instant red flag. But yeah, both cars. Maybe I'm guessing the first crasher standing has just caught the other Haas driver out.
Yeah.
So
it's looking very good for Prix now.
Yes, it is. Unless Evo can pull something out of the bag. I believe he's starting a lap now. I believe he is starting a lap now in that Red Bull. So I'm not sure if you want to ride on board with him as he is.
Let's see. Yeah, Ivo. I mean, 5 tenths is a lot, but oh yeah, 1.5 tenths is he's not improving. So and I don't want to jinx it or anything, but it's looking very good for Prix.
Yes, it is, and good news, they can finally hear me.
Oh, so okay, nice. Okay, very good.
Turns out I just needed to unplug the microphone, which is fun.
Okay, well, guys, here you go.
This is my voice. Let's see who else. I believe Arno in the Alfa Romeo is on a lap. He's 2.5 tenths up at the first sector split, and he's now going through the hairpin.
Oh, it's Ivo! Oh, it's Ivo! Ivo crashed. Verstappen corner. Swimming pool section. So now this is the chance for Arno to take P3.
Yes, it is actually. I mean, it is the last lap, so these guys will be pushing regardless of if they crash or not. And now going into that Nouvelle chicane, and he cuts it. Yes, he does.
And then David, can David do anything?
Yes, the Alpine. He's been very on the limit there, so he did a very good job to that chicane there. He's now getting into that swimming pool section. What's he going to be at the second sector split? He's 2.5, or nearly 3 tenths up actually. Final tricky chicane, bounces over that curve very nicely, and now he's going to La Rascasse now. What can he do as he's now going through Anthony Nose? Will he get a nice apex? Yes, he does, and now just that final runs in straight. He's approaching the line. What's it going to be? It's well,
Oh,
just a tenth and a bit improvement, I believe, but not enough to get
yeah.
P4.
Did he lose some time? I believe he lost some time.
Yes, he did in that final sector.
Yeah.
And maybe he was just being a bit conservative. It's very easy to crash the car out, and I believe that's everyone done in qualifying.
Yeah. So Pepijn, as pole position, I believe he didn't even do his last lap.
No, he didn't. I
Oh
don't
my
think he
god.
did. So he did a very good banker. And I mean, I have found with a lot of these drivers around Monaco is they tend to do some of their best laps on a banker because there's less pressure there. But when it comes to the final runs, that's when they tend to make mistakes or lose a bit of time. He's done a very good job.
Why? Oh yeah, wait. I was already thinking, why is the champion leader in P20? But of course he had a quali ban. So yes, this is going to be a very hard time for Rodas.
Yeah, the worst track actually to get a quali ban. So he's going to have to.
Yeah.
As I believe there's a bit of a dispute going on between K and someone else with regards to the collision we saw. I'm having a look now at what's going on, and I believe it could be, yes it is, so the Haas actually crashes into the Alfa Romeo. So that's what caused the issue. The Alfa Romeo was on the apex in that swimming pool chicane. But do you want to go through the qualifying grid right now?
Yeah. So P1, it's Pepijn, a very dominant qualifying, standing who crashed in P2. Then we have Ivo in P3, Arno P4, David P5, Watermelon P6, Charlie P7, Bunty P8, SBS Leighton in P9, Niels in P10, Will in P11, Gabi P12, Pelly 13, Albert, Edzak, K, Scar, Bulow, Yuri and Rodas. So that's the qualifying for now. It's a dry race. For now then.
For now.
For now.
Hopefully we get some spice with the rain. I mean with the weather, but if not, then I'm sure we'll have some things to talk about during this race. Maybe a collision here or there.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, I of course raced yesterday. And let's say it was very hectic with a wet quali, a wet race. So or no, it was dry, wet. So let's see what's going to be here in F2.
I have found with a lot of Monaco races I have watched, you can either get two types of races. One that's full of collisions and issues, or one that everyone is just somehow managing to keep it on track.
Yeah.
So hopefully we get somewhere in the middle. I don't like to see drivers crash out, but it does add a bit of entertainment.
Ooh, by the way, there could be a Monaco glitch, the safety car glitch.
Okay.
We had it yesterday. So people that have underfueled, as I see a lot of people that have underfueled.
Yes.
They could be in big problems.
Yes. That will be something these guys will have to monitor the risk actually. I believe a lot of these guys are starting on the mediums, am I right? Yes, they are.
Yes.
So in terms of difference in strategy, it's not that hard because it's not. You're not going to get too much of a difference because these soft tires in the race will melt very quickly. So.
Yeah.
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 It'll be. Has this been a bit of a collision on the?
As some K also spun in the hairpin, so the Haas warming his tires up. I mean that's a way to do it, of course. And I believe did the Pelly also spun, so already a few spinners on the formation lap.
Could be a mixture of the hard tires. They're just struggling to get up the temperature.
Yeah, David on the hard, Watermelon. Of course, the Alfa Romeo is looking very good in P2 and P4. The Red Bull, the Red Bulls and the Alpines also in a pretty good position. And yeah, Pepijn on his own in P1.
It will be very important for these hard runners, especially David Enscher, to keep his position of being the first hard runner in the pack. So when these medium tires driver's box, he's leading that net position. So
Yeah.
and he needs to make sure he gets a good launch here.
And
But luckily the drivers around him are on hards as well. So
could we do a quick prediction now? Just very quick.
based on qualifying, I think Pepe might get the win.
Yeah,
Not sure.
I also think that, but it is going to be 5 red lights. There's a bit of a delay, and it's 5 red lights, and away we go. It's Pepin with a pretty good start, but the Alfa Romeo is also very good away, and is he going to take the lead of the Monaco Grand Prix? I believe he is. The Alfa Romeo going
Yes.
round the outside of
As
Pepin,
is.
so wow, what an overtake from standing grip. Very good start by him. Do we see any position change? I believe David also gained a position on Arno, so he had a very good getaway. He's defending, of course, on those hearts. Is anyone making move down the inside? Yes, there is Will down the inside of the Haas.
Yes. Just checking behind to see if there's
Oh,
anything.
it's so there's a big,
Yes.
big collision at the back. A lot of
Someone
people.
was going very slow into the hairpin there, and
Oh, it's
just
well,
concertina effect.
yeah. For now, the top is looking very clean.
Yep. As actually, I believe there was the Arno was trying to go down the outside actually of Davidenko in the chicane there, so not managing to do it. It's very hard to go around the outside, let alone if you're on the inside.
Yeah.
So, but this is crucial for Davidenko. He needs to stay ahead of this medium runner and hopefully try and stick with his front runners in the medium tyres. He is on those hard tyres. They will take longer and he has less grip right now, but it will be very important, especially when this guy's box. As
yeah,
yes, as Neil Sana has had the box. I believe he was someone that was caught up. Petty was also someone that's caught up.
Ooh,
See a load
Arno.
of drivers caught up.
Arno
as
made a
someone-
mistake, and now I believe he has
Oh,
damage.
no.
I believe he has damage.
I believe, yes, he does. He has end plate damage on that front left there. So on this game, it's not that potent as last year, but they have updated it in a patch. So front wing damage does drop you a bit more performance as opposed to when the game first came out. So if I was him, maybe I'd try and stick it out for a lap, see how it feels. If he feels like he can keep that pace, then he can stay out. But it is Monaco, so downforce is important around here.
Yeah, and let's just
Actually,
have a quick look at the positions gained. Who gained the most positions is Bulow and Rodders. So they are doing, of course, also with a bit of crashes and collisions at the hairpin, but they're doing a very good job in P15 and 13.
But another thing to see is look at that fuel spread currently right now between the top 4 and the rest of the pack. It's pulled away actually quite a bit.
Yeah, of course. David and Watermelon on those hearts, and then Charlie. I mean, Ivo, he really needs to push now, because he needs to stick with Pepijn and standing grip.
Yes.
Otherwise,
he's actually
those
responding by doing a purple first sector actually, so he is getting that move on.
Let's see, Niels, I believe he got the 5-second time penalty.
Yes, he
Speeding
did.
in the pit lane.
Pit lane entry is actually very annoying because you exit the corner and you have to get to the speed limit.
Yeah, let's look at that. Rodders right on the back of K, so maybe he can make a launch down the inside into turn 1 if he stays behind him. Yeah, as you said, yeah, those hard runners are struggling to keep up with the medium runners. So track advantage could be going for now to the medium. As Watermelon, I believe, yeah, damage. That's why he was so slow.
And actually, Rodders goes down the inside of K there in the Laraska section. So I'm not sure if he just made a mistake, K, but that Haas is now right on the back of that Williams.
Oh no, I'm very sorry. I saw yellow flags.
Yeah, it's just the Aston actually. He's now being lapped. So not what you want to have lap 4 into the race being lapped already. I believe that's NSX Scar. So
yeah,
not good. But actually, Rodgers has very good pace. He's already gained quite a second on K, I believe. So he is pushing that Williams very far right now, and he's right behind his teammate Will Surrey. So will these teammates battle? I'm not sure. But Rodgers definitely, I believe, one of the quickest drivers right now on this track.
Bulow goes, he cuts the chicane. He tried to make a launch down the inside of the Nouvelle chicane, as we see Alfa Romeo. That's Arno, he DNF'd, so let's see, do we have the safety car glitch? Oh, the Mercedes tries down the inside. There's a bit of contact, and now Wheel tries to go round the inside, outside, but I hope they don't have damage. It's Bulow is going to make a launch, is going round the outside of turn 1.
Very tight with the outside wall as Williams of Surtees has half span. I'm not sure if he's got damage, but he did have contact with the wall. So
yeah, as Brothers, look at that, P11 from P20 on the grid. Wow.
Yes.
Very good. Very good job as the Mercedes. Oh, as there's big contact.
Yes.
Big contact.
Not sure. Rodgers still has his front wing, so it was only tire to body contact. But I was literally just gonna say Rodgers has been done very well to stay away from any issues on track for the Haas and the Mercedes battling out.
The McLaren, SPS Leighton down the inside of Gabi. Is it going to work? Oh, there's not much space for Gabi, but he's still hanging on. Is it? What happened?
Rodgers, the Haas has hit the inside wall at the Nouvelle chicane. But just before that, Rodgers went round the outside of SBSK, I believe it was. So I'm not sure if he had anything to do with the collision, but Rodgers did go around the outside of K there. Sorry, no, it's not K, sorry, Albert in the Haas. And now the Haas is out of the race. As I think we do have that safety car glitch.
Yeah. Well, so that's of course very, very nice. Thank you, EA, for this incredible game. As Rodgers goes past Bulow, so he's up in P9. I mean, for Monaco, 11 overtakes. I mean, people say you can't overtake in Monaco, but Rodgers is proving them all wrong.
I think he's got some very good confidence in these early laps and has done a very good job. He even tried to go around the outside.
What happened there? Bunty overtook David and Charlie overtook David. So
yes,
we see another DNF, that's K in the wall.
Okay. So that's both Hasses in the space of 1 lap out of this race.
Wow, no, that's not a very good.
340. Yeah.
Oh, David is coming in. Does he have damage?
Yes, he does. Front left end plate has gone off, so that has ruined his strategy, and these mediums will not be able to go to the end, I believe. So he's just gonna have to. He will come out ahead of the Williams. He'll come out in P11, but he needs to. I was gonna say he needs to brake for a safety car, but I don't think we're gonna get it in this race. So. He's just going to have to see what he can do on those medium tyres, as actually the Williams of Surtees is also boxed. Yeah, I don't think there's any battles right now.
Well,
all I can say is Rodgers is right behind Cabby. So,
Rodgers has immense pace in Monaco. I mean, his quali, of course, at the quali ban, but he is hunting down P7. He also has a lot more ERS than Gabi. And here in the Nouvelle chicane, Gabi.
That was right on the limit there.
That was very close to Rodgers ending up in the wall. Whoa.
Yeah, you did point that out. Rodgers has a very good ERS delta compared to Gabi. There, Gabi is flashing actually, so he's very low on ERS. So I think that's something that Rodgers has kept Rodgers in play, is that he's not had to use too much ERS when he's overtaking, and when he does need to, he has an abundance compared to their other drivers on the track. So, but he's also being very smart. Like on this home straight, he's not deploying at all because he knows he won't be able to get past here. So, very good race strategy so far.
Yeah, and is there then somebody else who is?
Actually, Cabby's gone very wide, and Rodgers is trying to go around the outside there. Can he get it done? as they're now going into Mirabeau, I
Oh
believe.
wow.
Oh wow, okay.
Okay. That's yeah.
Yeah.
No
No
comments.
words.
No comments.
Okay, so that's halted his progress a tiny bit, but I believe he will. Rodgers is actually going to try and go straight for an overtake on the Ferrari of Edzak, but I think he just chose to back out a tiny bit of that. So
Yeah. Wait, does he
see
have
what else.
damage now or not?
I don't think he does. He narrowly missed the
Oh
damage
my.
there. He managed to get the car stopped before he hit into that barrier, so very good job there from Rodgers.
Yeah.
Well,
I
and
mean,
actually Charlie is managing to pull away a tiny bit from Bunty there. The gap's now open to a second. Sorry to interrupt there.
yeah.
Could that be the hard tyres slowly starting to work now?
I mean, it's early on in the race. I don't. I I I believe the medium should be faster at this point of the race, but I mean Charlie has very good pace on those hards compared to Bunty on medium, but Charlie compared to Ivo and the two guys in front, that's a bit different. And Niels, I believe, another
Yep.
3-second time penalty for him.
Yep, that's right. He's just got another penalty there. So, but yeah, I totally agree with you. I think the top three are still able to pull away a bit from Charlie, but Charlie has a bit more pace in hand compared to Bunty right now. I'm just having a look. I think Bunty's tyres are pretty much pretty hot compared to Charlie's tyres. So maybe Bunty's having a bit of an overheating issue in the McLaren. I'm not too sure there. As Rodgers is now 2 tenths behind the Ferrari of Edzak, and that Ferrari is only a few tenths back from Buello. So, or Biello? I'm not
Yeah,
too sure how to say.
Bulow.
Buello, that's it, sorry.
Oh, as he
Has
goes into
actually
the pits.
boxed. Yes, he does. So, will Rodgers try and challenge into turn one? He is deploying a bit of his pack there. As you can see, that Ferrari is flashing on the straight, so he's going to try and go down the inside. Yes, he does. Oh, he's had to cut the corner there, so I'm not too sure. I believe he has to give that position back there, but he hasn't, so...
Looking like it. I guess he was ahead in going into the corner, but of course, making the move, and then it was, let's just see, maybe he will get report, probably not. I mean,
yeah, we'll see what happens in the stewards or if anyone decides to report it there, but yeah, I think Rodgers is now just trying to recover, especially after the collision there with Gabby earlier, a few laps ago.
He is gaining on Gabi, so
Yeah, as actually, yeah, that's true. I was going to say, I thought someone's going slow in the tunnel. It's just a lap car, and that lap car is his teammate of Surtees there. So hopefully, yes, he does get out the way very nicely there. So good team play there.
Yeah.
And Rodgers is now right on the back of Gabby in that Mercedes. Mercedes still flashing as they're going into that last sector now.
Yeah, maybe he tried. Yeah, he tried to. I guess he tried to help Rodgers a bit by ghosting in the Mercedes, but is he close? Oh no, he's not close enough to make a launch. So, but compared to everyone else, who Bunty, and Charlie and Stanley Cribb, the man in P1, is managing his ERS very well. He's at 80, so yeah.
Very good job from those guys there.
Always the Williams of Rodgers has overtook.
Yes, he has gotten past. I'm not sure how that was done. I did actually go off him, and the moment I went off him, he overtook. So, but he did the insect the one, so it must have been a very good overtake. Or Gabby made some sort of mistake.
Yeah, as Gabby now in P8, still the Will Surtees ghosting between them, so there could be a bit of team game holding or ghosting in Gabby again, but Rodgers is already away. So
now look at this. Rodgers has 17 seconds of clear air to the nearest car. Now he has that clear air. How is he going to manage his pace? Is he just going to go full attack because he has got those hard tyres waiting in the box for him? Or will he just bide his time a tiny bit? But he's got his teammate following him around. His teammate, of course, has just boxed as well. So maybe the Williams, even though one is lap showing how good their pace is, as actually Neil Sarno has retired on the last corner actually. So So not in the box, in the last corner there of Anthony knows, but no safety car sadly.
No safety car. Yeah, we are probably not going. We're not going to get, even if we
Yes.
pray for something like that, we are not going to get it. Well, David, the man who pitted to the mediums, is right on the back of Gabi. So Gabi doesn't have the best pace compared to Rodders and David. As Rodders, I'm really let's just keep an eye on Rodders at the end of the race, because he is going very quick. But it's David. He's very quick coming out of the tunnel into the new Velge chicane. They make a bit of contact, and Gabi not leaving any space. So David has to cut the corner, but he is ahead of the Mercedes. So good overtake from David.
Very good job there from him. Now making sure he avoids any collision with the wall there. But yeah, Gabi very, very firm with his defense, let's say. I'm not going to say he's done anything bad, but very firm with his defense so far. But yeah, he has box now actually, so I'm not sure if he had damage or not.
That's early, I believe. Yeah, that's very early for hard.
Very early, yeah.
As you don't want to get lapped, by the way, because if he gets lapped, it's... Well, it's not game... Well, we don't have safety cars, of course, so if he has good pace on those hards, it could still be...
One thing I'm surprised though is that Rodder's pace has stalled. He stayed around 17 seconds behind Leighton there, so he's not able to make too much of an impression on the top 6.
Oh, as there's the McLaren of Leighton. I believe he had a bit of a mistake, but Gabi coming out of the pit, holding up Watermelon for Bulow. As Watermelon tries it down the inside, he goes very deep, they make contact. And Gabi, don't try it into the airplane.
Yes,
that's you don't. I mean, that was very optimistic by Gabi.
Very optimistic. Seeing Mercedes and Red Bull fighting is giving me a bit of PTSD from last year, but it's still okay so far, not too bad.
Yeah, so Watermelon hunting down Bulow now, and let's see, Rodders, he is in a good position, of course. 13 seconds, look at that.
Yep, so that mistake from Leighton had cost him around 4 or 5 seconds, I believe, and now that's allowed Rodders to catch up. So, yeah, he just needs space, and actually his teammate's fallen back from him. Even though his teammate was a lapped car, he had fallen back, so I'm not sure if his teammate made a mistake or Rodders is now turning up that pace. He does have a lot of ERS still. He's got around 45%, I believe. So very good job with his ERS management so far. He doesn't need to burn it because he's not really fighting anyone, and I think he has enough natural pace right now. So.
Yeah, and about ERS managing, I already said it, but the man in P1, look at his ERS. It's almost 100.
Very good job there, and actually we thought Pepe had very good pace for the race, but it turns out Standing in the Alfa Romeo has a lot more pace than him in this race so far.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Standing has a bit more of a setup for the race, which has so far done very good for him because he got the job done on the start, so he just needs to make sure he keeps it on the track.
Yeah, as you said, that start was very important then. So I hope Pepin can catch up to him. That would be, of course, more entertaining. And then behind them, 11.5 seconds Ivo. I mean, he's doing a steady job. P3, 12 seconds behind, but I mean, he probably already thought, yeah, those guys in front are too fast, so let's just try and bring it home into a podium position. But yeah, he's doing a fair. There was a Ferrari going into the pits at Watermelon and Bulow fighting for 1 point. Is it going safe? No, Bulow. They are ghosting, and this is what
ghosted through.
Ghosting, and yeah, and Bulow. And okay, he's back.
No, he's back. Okay, but can he get a run? Is he going to try and go around the outside here? Oof.
Oh,
the
he's
Red Bull
going
just comes up. He's had to cut a tiny bit of the chicane. I don't know if he got a warning for that, but that seemed okay. So not too much of an issue with that. But these three hopefully will keep it nice and clean. As actually, Gabby has a nice run through that chicane on his teammate, but not able to do anything about it.
Yeah, Gabi and Bulo. I believe Gabi already pitted, so this is not good for his points chances.
Yeah.
Getting held up
Well,
by
both of them
Bulo.
have pitted, but Bulo has 3 more laps on his hard tires compared to Gabby.
Bulo made a mistake, so now Gabi. Oh, as always, they make contact.
The wall. Yes.
I mean, Gabi, I don't believe he has any damage, but he. Oh, does he? Wait, no, he doesn't.
No, they both seem okay so far, so not too bad. And actually, they're about to be lapped by Standing, I believe. Yes, here they are about to be lapped there. So this is a legitimate blue flag conditions here for being lapped. Just showing how much pace the front few have right now. They're already on lap 17, nearly halfway through this race.
Yeah.
They've already like, oh, as Bulo has hit the wall.
He has damage.
He's lost.
Yeah,
yes,
he's going straight on. I mean, they should be getting out of the way, Gabi and Watermelon. But
yeah, I think they've had more than a few lighting panels on the track of blue flags. So I'm not sure when they will get land past. But to be honest, Standing has a bit of a distance.
Oh, did he miss the? Oh, he's going
yes, he
backwards.
has missed the pit lane. Yes, he has.
He went.
I'm not sure how safe that is.
Oh, is he?
As he's also retired in the box. So
yeah. Oh, yeah. There they are. Ivo and Pepin pitting. So Pepin.
Yes.
Oh, he's going. Oh, he's right behind Charlie. So that's very unfortunate. He needs to have a very good outlap, or it depends, of course, when Standing Crip is pitting. The Mercedes is out of the way, so that's very good by Gabi. Yeah, so let's keep an eye then on Pepin, who really needs to have a very good outlap, but getting out of the pits behind Charlie is very, very unfortunate for him.
Yes, and he's also going to have to let his hard tyres warm up. He's not lost too much time to Charlie there, but it will take a lap or two for him to get to working temperature.
And he is in the pits. Standing is in the pits. I believe Pepin only lost time to Standing, of course. Those hards, as you said, very difficult to warm up. But let's see then. How close is Pepin going to be? I believe the gap was 2.5 seconds when he went into the pit. So let's see Standing.
Okay, so Standing is coming out, and I believe he will remain ahead. Yes, he will remain ahead of Charlie and Pepin there.
That's a big gap. Jeez.
Very big gap. Bigger than I expected, actually. Has he gained at least a second or two in the overcut period?
The overcut worked very good for
I mean,
Standing.
We do expect Standing to lose maybe a second on this lap, depending on how he is on those colder tyres. But even then, he's done a very good job on that in lap.
Yeah, maybe Charlie was also a bit of a factor for that loss of time.
Exactly, and now you can see Pepin is right behind Charlie. They're only half a second behind. So Charlie doesn't have to make it easy for Pepin there. They're both racing for position.
Yeah.
But, Pepin will have that tyre advantage, and he also has 90% of ERS, and Charlie has around 70, so 20% difference between the two. Won't make too much of a difference, but Pepin will have a bit more freedom to play around with when it comes to overtaking.
Yeah, but if you were Charlie, yeah,
see
exactly.
Actually, on the exit, Charlie's decided not to fight this. I mean,
very smart. Very smart.
Yeah, smart call there from Charlie. No point fighting when it's clear that Pepin and Standing are in a different race today, which is a good call there from Charlie.
As I believe, Ivo also pitted, so... And David, oh wait, of course David still needs to pit again. So...
Yes, he does. Those mediums will not go to the end.
Yeah.
Still have the 19 laps to go.
So
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see where he will feed out actually, because looking at the gaps there, he'll come out maybe outside the top 10 or on the edge of
always,
top 10.
I believe Bunty had a bit of a slider on the
I'm not
exit
sure
of
if he's got.
Centerford.
Yeah, he has had a bit of slide, but no issues.
Oh, it's Pepin! Pepin spun! Pepin spun!
No.
And now it's Charlie again in P2, so I hope for him. I don't see any damage on the
I
car.
do not see, yes, I don't see any damage on that car, so good
So I
job
mean,
from keeping it out the wall.
it doesn't
For
really
now.
affect his race. It's only affecting maybe P1 as Charlie.
Charlie again, okay. So, yeah, Charlie just deciding there's no point fighting this regardless of if
No.
Pepin made a mistake or not. So, I mean, Charlie's in a very good position. If he can try and keep with Pepin on his old hard, it might put him in a very good position to keep his track position against Leighton for his net position of P4. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see what happens. Can't see any other battles right now. I mean, the closest is Leighton right on the back of Davidenko here. So Leighton on 4 lap old hard and Davidenko on 14 lap old mediums.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes a very big difference in pace. Yeah, David, it's very sad for him as Rodders gets a 3-second time penalty. So yeah, maybe he can get a warning removed because he had a bit of corner cutting and all with other people not leaving much space. But it's later on the back of David. Can he try it on his fresher softs than David on his older mediums?
He only
He
has 5%
is
ERS,
waiting.
so
He is waiting.
yes, giving a bit of a kiss to Davidenko through that chicane, but not too bad. No, not too many issues there. So, but yeah, Leighton can afford to be a bit patient here. But yeah, I mean, he's very eager to get past that car because he is losing a bit of time now.
Yeah.
Can he get a good exit? It's a decent exit. He's now deploying his ERS. I believe he has enough to try and go down the inside into turn 1. He's going to try it. Yes, he does. Just has a tiny bit of cut, but not too bad. I don't think that was too much of an issue there.
Very clean move by
Yes,
by Leighton. And yeah, David, of course, he cannot pit to a new set of mediums. He
has to go back to hards.
he is going to extend it to softs, but that would be.
It would be risky, but we don't know how. I mean, I personally don't know how the softs are in the race here, so
No.
I just know they can fall off very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes to hards, it's going to be very hard for him to score any points. If he goes to softs, he can maybe score 1 point, or maybe a few more. It depends, of course, where he ends up after the after the pit stop.
And
but
well, Rodders has overtaken just before the tunnel actually, so that made his job easy compared to the Ferrari.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see where Rodders will now finish, because he's got to catch up 8.5 seconds to Bunty there. But we saw in the previous stint he wasn't able to make too much of an impression once he got into clear air. So I'm not sure. I mean, he's gained a few tenths in this last sector there, so maybe Rodders was just biding his time on his medium tyres, and now that he's on the hard tyres, he has that freedom to push harder now.
Yeah, of course, he already has. He is doing a very good job in P8 for now, and I as championship leader, he is one of the. He has, compared to his qualifying pace, he is much faster in the race, so he is showing it now in Monaco. But Bunty, he's not. I don't know if it's Bunty going slow or Rodders going very fast.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. I mean, I think Bunty's doing a good job so far.
Yeah.
I mean, he has just gone a tiny bit deep into the swimming pool chicane there. I mean, sorry, the new bell chicane there. So, and he's actually tapped the wall into the swimming pool section. So hopefully he hasn't got any damage. I believe it was just tyre to wall contact, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Yeah. Yeah, as David, yeah, there he goes into the pits. Hard tires for him. So let's see where he ends up. I expect him to end up P10. So yeah. Oh no, wait. No, it's actually P9. So
Yeah,
also
it
water
looks like
benefits.
P9 because yes, Red Bull has also boxed, so any pressure from behind has gone there.
Yeah, I mean,
But he has had to go on to hard tyres he used at the race. But don't forget that Ferrari has a box, so currently David Dentro is in a net P8 so far.
wait, he
Um,
hasn't pitted. Oh,
no, he has not. That Ferrari's opting. Actually, no. I believe that Ferrari was one that was caught up in the lap one collision into the hairpin, so he's on those hard tyres from the start of the race. So, but he will have to box. Those hard tyres will not get to the end there. So,
yeah.
David Dentro is still in a net P8.
I mean, he's losing a lot of time. Oh, is Charlie in the pits?
Yes, he
Oh,
is.
what?
Let's see
I
where he will fall out. I believe he will get ahead, still stay ahead of that McLaren of Leighton there. So Charlie doing a very nice job
yeah
on those hard tires on his stint. So now he just needs to keep it on track, and he will have his P4.
yeah yeah exactly. And well, I don't want to commentate, girls, but it's if we see the top, let's see, top 3, top 4, it's not looking very, let's say, it's not going to change.
Yeah,
Ivo 17 seconds behind Pepin, and then Pepin 5.5 seconds behind standing. So yeah, I mean everything can happen, but
yeah. I mean, Charlie is on those fresh mediums. He's got 9.5 seconds to Ivo. Can he maybe try and see if he can
yeah.
push to catch up? It'd
But
be very hard looking at the pace of the top three relative to the rest of the pack. But he's doing a decent job. I mean, he's only 9 seconds behind right now. So
yeah, but then of course he also has that penalty. So
yeah, that's also another thing he'll have to try and clear. But I think Charlie can just keep those medium tires in check. Just use the natural pace, not even push too hard, um, and yeah, not take too many risks.
yeah, as look at that, Brothers and Bunty. Brothers into the 1 second of Bunty. I want to say there's probably no battles now, but I mean
Yeah, I
Brothers
think
is
Bunty
making
made
the
a mistake.
stream. Huh?
I think Bunty made a mistake
Oh yeah,
maybe
he could
because
have.
he's dropped time to his
Yeah.
teammate as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, he made a mistake then. But yeah, Brothers is making the stream or the race a bit more exciting, of course. So thank
Yeah,
you, Brothers, for overtaking
I
a
would
lot
like
of
to say
people.
I've only
As
noticed this very weird and wacky helmet that some of these drivers are running. It
oh, the
looks like a
fish.
fish. Yes, I've only
Oh
noticed it
yeah.
now.
Wait, how many people have that? iPhone. Only, I believe Ivo Brothers. So
I
yeah.
think those two. Yeah, I was very surprised. I mean, you wouldn't see any real life F1 teams run that, especially with that little fin on the top.
Ah.
I think it adds a bit of drag, but you know, it's a game. No one cares about that right now. Um, yeah,
Always Bunty locks up into Ratska's.
yes, he does, and I think Rodgers gave him a little kiss on the rear there.
Yeah.
Has he got a little bit of run?
I mean, Bunty
Bunty has
is
an ERS
defending pretty
advantage.
good for now.
Yes, he's got a lot more ERS. I mean, around 10-15% ERS advantage on
Yeah,
Rodgers.
and also the
But
Mercedes behind the Red Bull. So I mean, it's a bit of a Mercedes versus Red Bull race today, and also
battle
Rodders
versus
overtaking
the
a lot
rest
of
of the
people.
field. Yes.
So
Um,
yeah,
let's hope that the Mercedes and Red Bull can fight again, but a bit more cleanly.
a bit more clean, especially from the, let's say, the Mercedes side.
Yeah, I don't want any Mercedes Red Bull battles going on in any chat or whatever. Let's hope they have it nice and clean.
Yeah.
We saw enough beef between these two teams last year.
Was Bunty? Oh, he made a bit of mistake. Yeah,
Yes,
brothers.
he has.
You don't want to overtake in Raskas, of course. But Bunty is struggling with ABS of locking up a lot. So let's see if he locks up again. in Raskas then. Oh, as he does, that's a bit of a bigger love love tap.
Yes.
So I mean, maybe it's helping Bunty making mistakes just to
Yeah, because
surprise
he's
Rodders.
actually parking his car in the correct spots to defend when he's making a slight mistake. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to be too good for its tires. But one thing I have someone that doesn't run ABS. I mean, on this game, it's much harder to lock up, but when you get used to it, it's much easier and
Oh,
nicer. But actually, he's actually gone deep into the section.
yeah,
That's
he's
attractive while they're trying to go
that's
around the
smart
hairpin there.
driving from
Yeah,
Bunty.
yeah, very good job there. At least, yeah, very good job. At least he didn't make any
Oh, it's the
issues with
Mercedes
his.
and the Ferrari, by the way. Yes, they make contact. Oh, the Mercedes not leaving any room. I believe the Mercedes made a bit of a mistake then, because he's 5 seconds behind Watermelon.
Yes, and he's also flashing quite a bit.
So
Edzak in the Ferrari on those fresh mediums.
let's
You
see the
have
penalties, by the way. Let's see. Yeah, everyone has a penalty, 3 seconds. So yeah, and I'm actually surprised by Rodders how good he is performing this race.
It's been a very good job for him so far.
14
P6 currently.
overtakes.
Yes.
Jesus.
And even though we have 6 retirements, a lot of those he had overtaken genuinely
Yeah.
right before the crash. That's he's done a very good job there. Rodgers and that Williams.
Backs off, going into the buck as we there. Oh no, wait, that's somebody in the pitch.
Yes, the other Williams. He was a lap down, so I think it's just time. He just called it a day for today.
Oh, it's the Mercedes also hits the wall. So now it's Edzak. Can he make a move round the outside into center fault? Is he going to work? Is he going to be late on the brakes? The Mercedes. Oh, the Mercedes.
Oof, the Mercedes. Oh wow. There was up until the apex, there was enough room there for Edzak to go around the outside, but the Mercedes slipped a bit and understeered and just tapped that Ferrari. So I'm not sure.
Oh, it's Edzak! Oh my god! Oh, what are these?
Okay.
Jesus, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
No word. I don't know what to say. I think Edzak was a bit annoyed with Gabby there, so he tried the dive bomb, and then just too tight in that section.
Yeah, I don't even think it was on purpose. I think it just braked late.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, that also true. Because it looked very last minute, so I don't feel it could. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it could also have been just unexpected, but. Yeah, I mean, Gabby, kudos to him. He's trying to keep up his position, but it's very tight.
Oh, by the way, look at Charlie. He is catching
very nicely. So, never mind what I said. Charlie is just going to push, which is I'm very happy to see that actually.
Yeah, very good job. He's doing a very good job. Already 3 positions gained.
Ferrari.
So. Oh,
they're working Ferrari against Mercedes again.
Is he going to do it again then?
Let's see.
This time. Oh, it's the Mercedes. Yeah.
Oof,
and that's
the
damage. And now, oh my god. Oh, what's the Mercedes doing? Oh,
wow, seriously.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my.
What's
the Okay.
No, that is not good driving there from Gabby.
Yeah,
I mean, he did go deep, yes, but he had a lot of space on.
That's of course also not very good by Edzak, but I get him, of course.
No, I was very on the limit, but I did see that Gabby had a bit more space on his left-hand side.
Yeah, but Gabby, he had damage. He touched the wall.
Yeah, he did.
He should have he should have gave the position to Edzak there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well. I'm not going to comment too much. I'll let the stewards and the drivers sort it out between themselves.
Let's look at Charlie then, the closest gap. I mean, those mediums, they will drop off in the last few laps, but if he can make the move within 3 to 4 laps, and if he defends like a lion, as Fernando Alonso said, he could
Yeah.
actually. Oh no, wait, here's a pen. Oh wait.
Yeah, he
Oh.
does have that 3 seconds, so I think it will have to be a pass and just bolt it. But yes, like you said, those mediums may start to trail off towards the last few laps of this race. So, I mean, I'm very happy with Charlie. Actually, he's caught that gap, and regardless of if he gets that position or not, he's done a very good job on those medium tyres and just the whole stint. Actually, I mean, you can see like he's gained 17 seconds on Leighton, which the gap before the pit stops was only around a few seconds. So
Yeah.
Charlie's done a very good job in his second stint.
Could it also? Let me just check the
I'm also
damage.
wondering if Evo has made a mistake because he's now 22 seconds behind Pepin. So
I
maybe
don't.
he made a
I
mistake
don't.
a few laps ago.
I don't think he made a
Ooh,
mistake
Charlie.
because. Oh, did Charlie hit the wall?
Yes, he did in the last pass. Just hit the rear end. So he's lost a few tenths, but not
Yeah,
too
I
bad.
would. I don't want. I mean, I appreciate Charlie pushing a lot, but if I was Charlie, I would just settle down, bring the car home. People, no,
Yeah,
you have that penalty.
no. Yeah, he's done a very good job so far, so hopefully he does bring it home.
Uh, let's see
I
who.
mean, we have David Encho right behind Bunty.
Yeah, Bunty's struggling this race.
I think it's just a mixture of these hard tyres for him because he had very good pace in that first stint. I think his hard tyres just struggling with a lot more.
Yeah,
I don't think he has any damage, no, he doesn't. So I think he's just struggling on these hard tyres.
yeah. I
But
mean,
David Encho, I mean, he can get a P7 here, and that would not be a bad recovery considering he was very towards the back of the grid after those collisions.
ooh,
Ooh, he's actually tapped Bunty up the rear. I don't think he got any damage, that's okay, but yeah, he just doesn't. Just needs to make sure he doesn't knock his front wing off. Being
he's
very audacious
he's
there.
trying to make. He's trying to get Bunty
Bunty to
making a
make a
mistake,
mistake.
but.
Yes.
Oh, yes, by the way, Charlie also within the second he is pushing
Full
like hell.
tanks.
If he has this pace till the end of the race, he can
He
maybe
can gap.
he can get
Yeah.
that 3 seconds.
I think he needs to try and overtake Evo in the next lap or so. Maybe one this lap or next lap. And if he can do that, he might have enough laps to try and gap him at this rate.
Yeah.
But it's crucial. I mean, I'm looking at the ERS. He's got around 30-40%. Evo has 16%. So Charlie does have an ERS advantage. Gabby's actually DNF'd in the box.
Um.
Yeah, so
Well,
we only have 10 runners in this race right now.
well, everyone,
Okay.
if they finish 90% of the race, they have points. But it's David right on the back of Bunty. I mean, Bunty is defending very well. Also against Rodders, of course. So yeah, he's doing a good job. Also blue flags, I guess that's for standing and going to lap P7 and P8. So standing, he is in a different league. The same with Pepin, of course. I guess he's just bring the car home now. But yeah, standing 7.5 seconds gap to Pepin, almost 30, 32 seconds to Ivo. So yeah, he's doing a very good job.
Very good job from those top two. I mean, standing just 7.5 seconds. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, he's done a very good job considering his qualifying pace was around 2-3 tenths behind.
Who is
But
David?
yeah,
He hit the wall as what? Oh, as they are ghosting. Bunty's ghosting. David is ghosting. And now David goes.
oh,
Bunty
has actually,
was
yeah, Bunty hit the inside of the wall at Larascas.
as Bunty
And
tries it. He tries to gain the position back. Is it going clean? It is. Ah, very good driving. These are driving standards we want to see. But it's Bunty. He is going faster. Is he going to dive it down? He said no. He isn't. So David makes the overtake on Bunty. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
the driver standings we want to see.
No, of course. I mean, I've not seen a lot of these drivers race before, but I do know Bunty and I do know Davidenko, and I know that those two are very good when it comes to racing anyone on track. So
Yeah.
good racing between them two there. And Charlie, he's not able to do that much right now. I mean, he's 7 tenths behind. He did have a good run on that previous lap, but yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be able to make it work now. But that's fine. I mean, he can still try and push on a tiny bit, but it's also nice to just see him, finish off this race in P4 after having done a very good job so far.
Yeah, maybe his mediums also are. Yeah, I guess the mediums are dropping off now a bit.
Yeah,
So
they will start to drop off a bit.
yeah.
So, yeah, let's hope we can bring it home. I don't see any other battles except this battle. Actually, Pepin has gained a few tenths on standing there. I'm not sure if we've given him any encouragement if he's hearing us on comms right now, but he's gained a few tenths on his previous lap. I mean, it's not enough for him to be able to get the lead, but showing off some pace towards the end of this race.
Yeah, Pepin, he had pole position by quite a margin, but standing, yeah, with that, I guess though that overtake at the start was probably key
It
to
was
his strategy.
exactly. I think, yeah, like I said before, Standing came in with a very good race car instead of a qualifying car, and he's just been able to keep it on track in a very good manner. I think he looked after his tyres a lot nicer as well. We saw that with the overcut as well in the pits. So good job there from him.
Yeah, I mean his debut race, I believe so.
Oh wow, okay, yeah. So good job there. Good impression to F2 here. So good job.
Could be going to F1, of course.
Yeah, I mean with the pace he's shown today, I don't see why not.
Quiet, I guess. That's to him. As yeah, Pepin is being very smart. Yeah. No, wait, no, he's not because isn't he? Oh no, wait. No, he has another lap. Okay, so Pepin going to softs.
I think he's just going for that fastest lap attempt, trying to steal a point. I think he's got the gap, so he is able to do that. He's going to come out comfortably ahead of either.
Yeah, he just needs to warm up the tires now. So, yeah, I would have done the same if
Ooh,
I
and
was.
Charlie's boxed as well, so he's going to try and go
Oh
for the
wait, but
fastest lap as well.
that's
He has enough of the pit lane gap, so yeah, Charlie realizing he's not going to get a P3, he can go on for a fresh set of soft tyres and try and bang in a fastest lap as well. He's got enough of a gap.
oh, it's
so
Leighton. Leighton is.
is he being challenged by Rodders? Yes, he is.
Yeah, he had a bit of a spinner, so a half spin.
Could Rodders get P5 around Monaco starting last? I mean, if he does that, I mean, I'm not going to say anything right now, but I think we know who the driver of the day could be tonight.
Yeah, I mean, let's go on board with standing then for the last lap.
Yep.
Well, oh, it's Pepin. Oh, wait. That's
Yeah, he's not enough of a gap. What we'll do is, you stay on board with standing for this final lap. I will see if Rodders can do anything against Leighton.
So, standing, I mean, 27 seconds. The gap is now, of course, is he? I guess he went a bit slow. He's probably already know that he is one. He's taking very
Leighton
careful.
and Rodders, made a massive mistake on the exit of the Nouvelle chicane, but both of them keeping position so far.
Okay, this is pretty funny to be honest. Standing grip is going very slowly.
I think he's just making sure he finishes off this last lap in good form and make sure he gets it to the end with no issues.
Pepin also, by the way, with the fastest laps, or fast sector 1, so doing a good job.
Good job there from that AlphaTauri. I'm not sure how Charlie's pace is going, but we'll see a little battle between those two for that fastest lap.
So, standing grip. It's a dominant display in the Principality. It's in Monaco from P2 with a very good start on the main straight. Standing grip is your winner of the F2 Monaco Grand Prix. So, very good job by him. Pepin then, let's see, can he get the fast lap? He's already 1.5 seconds up on his personal best. He does get the fast lap, but let's go on board now with Rodders because he is very close behind Leighton, the championship leader. Can he get that extra 2 points?
He's filling up Leighton's mirrors, but I don't think there's enough. Could he get a run through this final chicane? into La
He is
Rascas. I don't think it's
close.
possible. It's
Ooh.
very tight. Unless you can get a
Oh,
very
Charlie!
nice exit as Charlie beats that fastest lap. Very good lap time from him there. Very good job there. But Rodders, what a job. Leighton P5,
Ooh.
Rodders
Very close.
P6.
And then
So very
David,
good job there. And
the only one
David
to,
Enjo.
and Pelly. But yeah, Rodders. Wait, what? Oh, Leighton had, uh,
Leighton had penalties. Oh, maybe more
oh, so it's
penalties. I think
Charlie
it'll...
P4 with fastest lap. So, and then Rodders P5, 15
Wow.
overtakes. Wow, wow, wow.
Wow. Good job there from Rogers. Very good job there in the Williams. Just showing how much pace he had. And he kept it very clean. Yeah, I know he had one issue with an incident up ahead, but he kept it very clean. Very
Yeah,
good job from him.
I mean of course, that's of course the biggest strategy here, keeping the car out of the wall, and that is what Rodders did. But that's also what our race winner Standing Grip did. He has, yeah, I mean, he had, what's the gap? 14 seconds. It would have been around 25 seconds, but he is the winner on his debut for Alfa Romeo. So yeah, very good job for him, by him, and then Pepin, the man on pole. It's uh, it's not a bad result for him. Or maybe he was looking for a possible win, but in P2, then Ivo rounds up the podium in P3. So very good, very consistent job by him. Then Charlie in P4 with the fastest lap. Rodas in P5, very good comeback race from him. Leighton in P6, David P7, Bunty P8, Watermelon in P9, and Pelly in P10. So yeah, very interesting race this was.
Yes, it was. I mean, we had some very good battles. I mean, the front 2/3 checked out kind of bit, but I believe, yeah, Rogers put on a good show for us tonight. And we saw some nice racing, especially between Bunty and Davidenko. So, very nice racing between those two. And yeah, I mean, I believe we have to do driver of the day, and I think you know who I'm picking, and I think I might know who you're picking, my friend.
I think, I mean, it could be between both, but I think we all know who's going to be. Do you want to say it?
Well, I want to say, and I want to give it to the Mexican, Rodgers, a very good job in the Williams, our championship leader. And do you agree with that one?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this race he has shown why he is the championship leader. He's just very consistent, and that's actually for all the guys. I mean, it's of course not. It's not the drivers don't really have to take it seriously, but Monaco shows if a driver is consistent or not.
Yes, exactly. And we saw tonight that a lot of these drivers did a very good job keeping it consistent and kept it out the wall. And I think Rodgers, I mean, he had I think one of the hardest jobs tonight, and he managed to get into the top five.
So let's invite the top three to the party for the interviews. Let's see, we have of course Standing Grip, we have uh Pepin, and we have, well, let's see, Ivo, yes, Ivo, Pepin, and Standing Grip. So let's hope. Oh, yes. I cannot invite. I cannot invite Pepin
Let me see if I can. Give me two
because of
seconds.
his settings. So I don't know if
I'll
the man
invite you then.
in P. Oh wait. So we have. Oh, Charlie wants to have also have uh, an interview. I don't know if that's allowed. Only top three.
I will
Guess.
let you make that call.
Uh,
Pepin has joined actually,
let's
so
just first do the top three then.
yeah.
Let's start off with if I do Ivo and Standing Grip, you can do Pepijn.
Yeah, sure, I
Okay.
don't mind.
So Ivo, are you here?
Hoi.
Oi.
Yeah, hoi.
P3 for you this race.
Yep.
I guess you are pretty happy considering the pace of the top two.
Yeah, they were too fast. I don't know. My pace was not very good, but yeah, you can't overtake. So yeah, when I was P3 at the start, I knew I was gonna stay there because you can't overtake in Monaco.
Yeah. So let's first, of course, go to your qualifying. How did that go for you?
Yeah, it was a nice lap, but I was improving and then yeah, I crashed because I don't know, I was too quick into the corner. Hit the inside wall, almost my whole front wing gone off, and then I tried to save it, but yeah, I crashed in the wall.
Yeah.
So P3 not bad for quali.
Yeah. In the race, of course, P3, but for me, it didn't really look like you had any problems with damage or other people
No,
around you.
no, I had no damage all race, so I was surprised because in practice lobby I hit it much walls, but in the race I didn't hit walls.
Yeah, I mean, very consistent job that you did today. And of course, Nick, you have any questions for Ivo?
No, not really. I mean, very good job today. You know, keeping it clean. So and showed great pace. So yeah, very good job today. So
Yeah, thank you.
And then
nice.
one last question, of course. Next week, it's the uh, Hungarian Grand Prix. How are you looking
No,
forward to that
Silverstone.
race?
It's Silverstone.
Wait, one sec. Oh
It
yeah,
is
it is.
Silverstone.
It
Very
is.
good.
Oh wait, I'm very sorry. I completely overlooked Silverstone. Yeah, Silverstone. My
Yeah.
excuses.
Yeah, I like the track, but I'm not very fast around. But yeah, I do my best and try to score another podium.
Yeah, let's. I hope you score for yourself, of course. Good points there, and of course, thank you for participating in this race, and congrats on your P3.
Thank you for commentating as well.
You're welcome. So let's see, Nick, if you can do
Yes,
Pepijn.
with Pepin. So Pepin, how did you find your qualifying? Did you feel comfortable with the car, and did you gear your car more towards qualifying in the race?
Yeah, I mean, I always drive with a time trial setup because I'm not good to know race setup. So, yeah, maybe it was just in the race you have so much oversteer, and in quali, yeah, your tires. I started always my lap with um, 80 degrees, so then they're not getting hot, and then yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
quali was good, but yeah.
yeah, and I mean, you did a very good job. I mean, I know you got pipped at the start into turn one, but what was your thinking after that? Did you want to push on to try and keep up with standing, or did you just try and keep it on the track and make sure? Because you did a very good job actually not hitting the wall and stuff like that. So, what was your thinking after that turn one?
Yeah, after I was overtaken, yeah, I was thinking I will try to come back, and yeah, my pace on the medium was terrible here because yeah, the tires are over 100 degrees, so
Yeah.
yeah, so oversteer, so yeah, pace, yeah, yeah, he was too fast, and
No worries. I mean, I did
I
point this out that the tire temperatures are an issue around this track, but you know, you did a very good job actually keeping it, especially after you said you were using a time trial setup. So yeah, good job.
yeah, and yeah, later in the race too hard. My pace on hard was very good, but at the chicane I hit the wall with my back tire. So yeah, I lost 4 seconds, 3 seconds with that. And oh yeah, I spun, but I did a 360, so I didn't lose much time with that. And yeah, I was thinking after that just keep the car on the track and increasing of yeah making the gap between me and Ivo bigger so I can make a free stop what I did but then Charlie did go half a tenth faster, so that's also frustrating. And standing, of course, with no fuel. So yeah,
Yeah,
I couldn't do that before I pit stopped. So
yeah. But yeah, you did a very good job, and yeah, just got pipped at the end with that fastest lap. But you did a very good job today, and considering you were having tire issues, I'd say that was a win. I mean, not a win, but a very good job on your side. So good job tonight.
yeah, and yeah, now I'm closer to the top two in the championship, so that's not bad.
Yeah, very good job. And I think that leaves standing crib for you, my friend.
Is standing here.
Yeah.
Well, standing. Congrats. I mean, your debut race, if I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, debut race. It's P1 for you. Let's just first talk us through your qualifying because I believe you qualified P2.
Yeah, that's right.
So how did
Uh,
that go?
yeah, well, my first quali lap was pretty good. A 1:10.3 at, yeah, I was just getting into rhythm, being calm. And the second lap was also good, and eventually the lap was good enough for P2. And my final and third lap was, yeah, pretty much just shit. Um, yeah, just shot. Yeah, just went straight into turn one and lost a bit of wing. So yeah,
Yeah.
disappointing, but still.
Still, yeah. Let's just first, of course, go to your race because you had that immense start, a very good start, overtaking Pepin. Was that important for your strategy to work?
Yeah, very much because I knew I had race pace very much, so I knew I had to get a good start and was just working the tires to get them up to temperature and get that start and get in front, and then
Yeah,
use all my battery in the first two laps.
yeah. About battery, by the way, every time I was on your POV, we were on your POV. You had almost 90 plus percent of ERS, so you were managing that quite well.
Yeah, I was just looking after my ERS, just keeping it if something happens, and just try to keep pace with it.
Yeah, I mean, pace. You certainly had a lot of pace here. Uh, yeah, I mean, it it was no doubt after uh lap, what was it, 25 or something, that you were going to win this race if nothing really happened. So
Well, there was no doubt maybe from the others, especially on pace front, I had the pace, but from my side it was really panicking because I underfueled the car for the race.
yeah,
And yeah, I didn't have enough fuel for the end, so it was really struggling from lap 20 to 25. And I just need to try my best and hope for a miracle.
yeah, and then let's see. Of course, Silverstone. You as I believe a reserve, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you will be racing next week, but if you are racing next week, Silverstone. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I'm not racing next week due
Okay.
to some things on my side. But if I would race, it will be hard to get a streak going of more wins, but a podium would be my target then.
Yeah. Well, Nick, you have any other questions for standing?
Honestly, not really. I mean, I think everything was answered, but I just want to say very good job and very good race management. I know you said that you were fighting for fuel, but other than that, I mean, even with that, you did a very good job. So yeah, nothing much to say. Just a
Yeah,
very good job, especially on your debut. So congrats
yeah,
for tonight.
thank you.
Yeah. Also, congrats from me. So you did,
Yeah,
I
thank you.
guess, the best job in P1. So that were the interviews, Nick. If you just can recap a bit of a highlight, what did we think of the Monaco Grand Prix?
Well, it was a very good race. I think we had a nice change, well, not a nice change of lead, but we had a nice battle into turn one for that lead. And then just throughout that first lap, we saw a few incidents
A
in the
few.
middle sector and the last
Oh,
sector.
oh,
Uh, a few angry drivers here and there, but it happens here. The walls are very tight, and then just from there we saw the Williams fighting it through from our championship leader fighting it through from last position, and just kept it nice and clean. We saw the top three doing a very good job as well, keeping it clean. I know they got spaced out as the race went on, but they were in another league compared to the rest of the pack. So
yeah.
yeah, very good job. And even considering we had the safety cars issues where there were no safety cars, I think a lot of the drivers that did finish did a very good job tonight.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, I think you said everything that I was going to say. So, well, I guess this is the stream for today. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone, thank you for watching FRL F2. Um, don't forget to subscribe, of course, and if you want to race, commentate, or whatever, just click on Discord link and you can join FRL, and we'll maybe see you racing next week here in F2. So thank you everyone for watching, and I will see everyone next week. Goodbye.